everyone, welcome back to my kitchen, Mrs. K's eating channel, healthy eating channel. Right, what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to do a tray of roasted vegetables. Now, this is something that you can put all sorts of things in, and I've just been to the supermarket and I bought a whole load of veg. And what I like to do is to make a big tray of veg at the beginning of the week, and then we eat that during the week. So I'm going to start off with some carrots. I'm going to peel. These carrot skins actually look so thin. I could have probably got away with not peeling it if I just scrubbed them well, but I'm peeling them. So get these peeled. Carrot, I love roasted carrots. But they do tend to be firmer than some of the other vegetables. So I'm going to top and tail them. That's done. Put my waste in there. And then I'm going to cut them into long slices. Like that. Okay, and I'm going to put those in. Just going to make a great big roasted veg dish to accompany any meal this week. Right, courgette. So I'm going to start with this one, top and tail, and I'm just going to thickly slice my courgette, taking care to use my proper knife holes. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to put some herbs and olive oil on. Now, these roasted veg, you don't have to eat them hot. They make a wonderful cold salad. So I've got those in there. Now, I've got an aubergine. Now, often I would soak my aubergine with some salt, but I'm actually not going to do that. You don't have to do that with an aubergine. And of course these are in season now, so I'm trying to use up seasonal veg. So I'm going to cut my aubergine. In fact, it's more difficult that way. I think I'm going to cut this way. And then I'm going to chop it into chunks. So I've got chunks of aubergine. What's nice about doing these roasted veg is that you can have such a variety of vegetables all mixed up together. And in fact, one of these days I will do my very famous vegetable lasagna, which also contains a whole load of these ingredients but put into a sauce, and that is a wonderful meal to have and a lovely dish to entertain with, especially in the summertime when you don't want heavy meals. Okay, so that's my aubergine. Aubergines were on special, so I just basically bought vegetables that were on special, in season, and mixed them all together. Okay, so that, and actually I've got some cakes in the oven, and I've actually got some courgette loaves in the oven, and they're in the oven for an hour, so I want to piggyback on the oven which is on. Right, that didn't work too well. So top and tail our onions. Of course, we don't need finely chopped onions for this dish. Just onions. So if they're too thin, they actually can burn. So it's probably not a good idea to do them too thinly. So I might even do them thicker than that. Take the skin off. This onion doesn't look too brilliant, so I'm going to take the top layer off. And it's also, to be honest, making a tray of roasted veg is a good way of using up vegetables that perhaps might be left over in the fridge. You could add broccoli to this. I haven't got broccoli today. My supermarket didn't have any broccoli this morning, so I've not got broccoli. But they had cauliflowers. Cauliflowers are in season now, and so I bought a nice big cauliflower. And I would never have thought of roasting cauliflowers before, but now I do it regularly and they are really nice. The other day I did a roasted cauliflower where I just roasted the cauliflower on its own and I put it in a dish. I sliced the cauliflower and I covered it with turmeric and roasted it in turmeric, and honestly, it was delicious. And we had it with the dal recipe that is also up. If you fancy trying a dal with roasted cauliflower, delicious. They also had Jersey Royals on special today, so I'm going to put some of those in. Don't want them too big. And if you cut them open, they will roast nicely. Okay. So then this can be used as an accompaniment, hot or cold, to any meal, because you've got everything in here. You've got your vegetables, you've got your baby potatoes, lovely fresh potatoes in season. Okay, and now I'm going to add some cauliflower. And I've also got peppers. Oh, I mustn't forget my peppers. So, it's cauliflower stalks. This is a really big cauliflower I got today. I probably won't use the whole thing. And I might do a cauliflower cheese with the rest of it. Okay, so I'm going to cut little florets. Pop those around. It's amazing how cauliflower actually has become, it's far more popular now to roast cauliflower. It's something that was never done before, but actually it works really well. So here I have washed my cauliflower, I've washed my potatoes, that's why everything's a bit dripping here. I washed all those before I started cooking. Right, this is getting very full, as you can see. So what it will need is, in the oven, we're going to need to, every now and again, just open the oven and just stir it all around. So all I need now are some peppers, and I'll go into the fridge and get my peppers. Sorry about that. Didn't have the bag. So I'm going to have to wash these. I'm going to put which colour? I've got an orange, a yellow. I've got orange carrots. I don't have any red, so I might just put a red pepper in. In fact, I'll do both, and I'll wash these both and see how much room we've got for these. So I'm going to wash my. So there we go. Wash my peppers and bring them back round. Okay, so I'm going to cut my pepper in half like that, scoop out the seeds and the little green stalk, and then I'm just going to roughly cut them, because if they're too thin, they can burn. So, well, I think we can easily do with 2 peppers in here. There we go. Add that in. That one's got a big seed inside. See, that way you get very little waste when you cut it this way, because your hands just take out. And there's nothing wrong with eating a few of these seeds if they do manage to get caught up. It's just extra fibre. So I think now, to be honest, my tray is full enough. Look at that, full of vegetables. So now I'm going to put some herbs, sprinkle some herbs on. You can put some whole garlic cloves in here, which would be nice. And I'm going to drizzle. Now, I could use extra virgin olive oil, or I've got here rapeseed oil. I love rapeseed oil. I find it much cheaper, and it also has the essential fatty acids, omega-6 and omega-3, and it is a good unsaturated fat. It's also a mono-unsaturated fat. Now, I don't like mine with too much oil. I'm not trying to fry my vegetables. Oh dear, I'm trying to roast my veg. That one will be in the bin. I'm trying to roast my veg, but I do need to make sure that my vegetables are nicely coated with oil, especially our potatoes. We want our potatoes nicely coated. So just drizzle the oil around so that everything is nicely coated. Just don't forget, we need oil for our bodies, a vital fat, a vital ingredient, but to use oil, a healthy oil, is beneficial for our bodies and for our cholesterol levels. So these good oils actually help get rid of the bad cholesterol in our bodies. So this is all good. Wow, look at that. Absolutely wonderful. Now I'm going to need to wash my hands because they're full of oil and herbs, because I don't want to get that all over my oven. And I'm going to pop my veggies in. Don't want to have the heat too high for roasted veg because they can burn so easily. So I tend to put mine at about 160, which is perfect because my courgette loaves are in there, and they're all needed at the same heat. Also, the roasted veg will give off moisture, which is not going to harm my cakes. I would never put a roasted veg in with, say, shortbread, because it would affect the texture of the shortbread. So here we go. I don't want to open my oven and leave it open too long because I've got my cakes in here, so I'm just going to quickly put it in underneath. And there we go. Our cakes are doing nicely. So that will take about an hour, perhaps a little longer, and I'll keep giving it a stir. So we'll see what it looks like when it's finished. See how easy that was. Great. I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll make some as well. Take care.